Yo, what up guys, this is your boy Legendary here. In today's video I will be revealing my own custom made ice barrier cards that I created for my character Osiris Aisu. About a week or two ago I uploaded a video where I showcased my main character Osiris Aisu from my Yu-Gi-Oh! Hidden Legend series, so if you guys want, go check it out. I'd really appreciate it. In there he runs an ice barrier deck and I created specific custom made ice barrier cards for him that I want to showcase to you guys now. I went back and I updated some effects, so it's not going to have the same effects that you guys saw in that video. There's going to be some brand new changes to these cards that are made to be stronger. Keep in mind also, these cards aren't made to be specifically competitive. These cards are meant to fix the archetype, but not necessarily made to be like broken or competitive. But some of them might be. Some of them might actually be competitive. It'll range anywhere between okay to good to great. Maybe even some will be amazing. I don't know. That's really up to you guys to decide. But yeah, so these are my own custom made ice barrier support cards. I'm really excited to show you guys these, so let's just hop right into it. So first up, we have the first monster card. We have Blizzard Warrior of the Ice Barrier. This is a level 4 water warrior type monster with 1700 attack and 700 defense. So basically this is Blizzard Warrior, the actual physical card. And now that Osiris, my main character, has the power of the ice barrier, it transformed into its true form. So now it actually has the ice barrier name on it and an ice barrier effect. Its effect reads: if you control a level 4 lower ice barrier monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. An ice barrier synchro monster that was summoned using this card on the field as synchro material gains this effect. Once per turn, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can place that card to either the top or bottom of their deck instead of sending it to the graveyard. So basically the idea behind this card is, obviously one of the main weaknesses of ice barriers is that they're just very slow. Their whole playing style revolves around having multiple ice barrier monsters to trigger off their effects, because they build a literal ice barrier. So they have different effects ranging from stopping attacks and protecting from being targeted by monster effects and being protected by spell and trap card effects and stuff like that. So they have different effects that protect them from different various situations. But the problem with ice barriers is that they're not fast. They don't swarm the field. If they were like Black Wings where they could just special summon each other, then they would be more effective, because you would not only be able to synchro summon faster, but you would be able to actually build your defensive barrier as well. So that's why its first effect, just if you control level 4 lower ice barrier, special summon it, which is great. And then on top of that, it's going to be used for synchro material right away, and then it gives it that extra effect. I basically just copied and pasted the effect of the original Blizzard Warrior and just gave that effect onto whatever synchro monster that uses it as a material. But yeah, so that was the idea behind Blizzard Warrior. I wanted to remake this card and give him his true power, so to speak. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next one. So the next monster I remade is Ice Mistress of the Ice Barrier, which the real card is called Reese the Ice Mistress. This is a water sea serpent tuner type monster, level 3, 1000 attack, 1000 defense. If you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. An ice barrier synchro monster that was summoned using this card on the field as synchro material, just like the previous effect. Once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect, so the synchro monster would gain that effect. But yeah, so once again, the basic idea of this card is very simple. It allows you to swarm the field, and still you have not used your normal summon yet, so that's great. So you special summon this card while you control no monsters. Now you have a level 3 tuner. Then you special summon Blizzard Warrior from your hand. Now you have a level 4. You could synchro summon to go into Gungnir Dragon of the Ice Barrier, and now Gungnir Dragon of the Ice Barrier gains 2 effects actually. So the first effect is when he kills something by battle, he would return that monster to the top or bottom of the deck instead of sending it to the graveyard. And then on top of that, once per turn, Gungnir wouldn't be destroyed by battle or card effects. So it's just a little boost. I didn't give it too powerful effects. It was just a small boost. I'm already doing a lot by helping the deck get to its end game faster, which is just summoning the Dragon of the Ice Barrier monsters, but giving it a little extra boost as well. So that's the idea behind it. I kind of kept the ability of Reese in the sense that her original effect, she can't be destroyed by battle with level 4 or higher. So I just upgraded that effect and just made it so that the monster that uses her synchro material can't be destroyed by battle or card effects just once per turn. So I thought that would be a cool effect. Obviously I could have just made it can't be destroyed by battle or just can't be destroyed by card effects in general, but I thought this was just fine. It's not a big deal. I have much more new support cards coming in the future that will be helpful in different ways anyway, so I didn't really think it was necessary. But this is good. This combos very well with Blizzard Warrior. You use them both together, you summon Gungnir, and then you're set. But anyway, let's just go on to the next one. So next up, we got 2 new spell cards. We got 2 monsters, 2 spells, and 2 traps for this video. So the first spell card we're going to get is called Burial Revival of the Ice Barrier. It's a normal spell card. Target 5 Ice Barrier monsters in your graveyard. Shuffle all 5 into the deck, then draw 2. If you drew an Ice Barrier monster, reveal it to your opponent, then draw 1 more card. It's very simple. It's just the Pot of Avarice of the deck, or the 5th Hope of the deck. I wanted to create their own unique one, and I just added that little extra effect. You know, if you draw an Ice Barrier monster, you reveal it, and then you draw 1 more. Just a cool little bonus effect. It's not complicated. I just wanted to create my own 5th Hope, so to speak, for the art type, and that's pretty much it. So next up, we got another spell card called Advanced Summon Magic of the Ice Barrier. It's a continuous spell card. When this card is activated, gain 500 life points. Then, you can special summon 1 level 4 lower Ice Barrier monster from your hand. You contribute 1 face-up Ice Barrier monster you control to special summon 1 Ice Barrier monster from your hand. If this card on the field is destroyed, add 1 Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Advanced Summon Magic of the Ice Barrier once per turn. So, the whole idea behind this card is I kind of just wanted to give it even more of a boost, just more special summoning, because that's what the deck needs. So if you already have Blizzard Warrior and Ice Mistress in your hand, special summon both. You haven't even still used your normal summon, then you could activate this card to special summon another level 4 lower if you have it, and then you could tribute that one off to summon any Ice Barrier, no level restriction, so you could summon one of the generals or Daisojo, it doesn't matter, which is good. Or you could just summon another tuner or any other monsters that you need, whatever. And you still haven't used your normal summon, so if you have another Ice Barrier monster, you could normal summon that, and then you could go for 2 synchro monsters. You could go for Gungnir and maybe go for Brionic in the same turn. So that's really cool. Just all those cards in combination together already make 2 Dragon of the Ice Barrier synchro monsters. So I thought it was good. Once again, it's just made to help you swarm the field with Ice Barriers, to build your wall, or just to summon your dragons, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's the Advanced Summon Magic of the Ice Barrier. Next up, we got our first trap card. It's called Healing Mist of the Ice Barrier. Its effect is very simple. Gain 500 life points for each Ice Barrier monster you control, and then you can add 1 Ice Barrier monster from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 of these cards per turn. It's very simple. This card wasn't meant to be competitive. This is meant to be used in, like, see, all these cards that you guys are seeing here for this first wave of support is Season 1 cards for the series. So they're not supposed to have that much busted effects, even though I would argue some of these cards are pretty actually strong. But this card is very simple. It's just like it's like an elemental recharge. You gain some life points for every Ice Barrier, and then I just added the bonus that you can add an Ice Barrier from your deck to your hand. I added the once per turn, the hard once per turn, because otherwise if I had 3 of these and activated them, I could gain a bunch of life points and then on top search 3 Ice Barriers. That would be too busted just to get 3 searches. That's ridiculous. So I had to hard once per turn it. But other than that, it's just a simple gain a few life points and search out an Ice Barrier. That's pretty much it. So you guys can decide if you think that's good enough. But I'm keeping that simple. Not every card's meant to be really busted, and this is just kind of like a simple okay card, but I'm satisfied with it. And then finally, we have the final trap card called Ice Chain of the Ice Barrier. So this is actually an anime card that's actually called Ice Chain, and then I changed the entire effect to make it fit my series and my deck. So I changed it and gave it a brand new effect. But this is called Ice Chain of the Ice Barrier. It's a normal trap. If you control an Ice Barrier monster, you can activate this card from your hand. Special summon 1 Ice Barrier monster from your hand or graveyard. If you control no monsters, you can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon 1 Ice Barrier monster from your deck. You can only use 1 Ice Chain of the Ice Barrier effect per turn, and only once that turn. So once again, it just helps you swarm a lot. I added the effect where you know, if you control an Ice Barrier monster, you could just activate it straight from your hand. I know a lot of good trap cards these days kind of have that effect tacked onto it. So I know trap cards aren't very good these days. That's why I added that effect on there, so it could be a little bit more useful right off the bat. But you have to run an Ice Barrier deck in order to activate this, or at least have one on the field. And the whole effect is Ice Barrier stuff anyway, so you kind of have to run an Ice Barrier deck. But anyway, and then its second effect just allows you to, once again, swarm the field or bring back an Ice Barrier from your graveyard. And then also you could just banish it if you control nothing to special summon any Ice Barrier from your deck, so that way you're not left completely defenseless. So once again, all of these cards have the same basic principle. Just swarm the field with Ice Barrier monsters to trigger off their effects, which build a defensive barrier, or just to help you synchro summon faster. And that's it. But yeah, that's pretty much all the support cards there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought of these cards. I think these cards are pretty good. Not all. Healing Mist is okay. Ice Chain is probably okay as well. Burial's just, you know, typical 5th Hope and whatnot. The monsters I think are pretty solid. Just the fact that they swarm and help you synchro summon is great, and then just the fact that they have an extra effect for protection or just getting rid of an opponent's monster by returning it to the top or bottom of the deck. I think that will come in handy here and there, and not being destroyed by battle or card effect once per turn I think is really just a neat little effect. Nothing too crazy, just simple and clean. And then on top of that, Advanced Summon Magic I think is probably one of the better cards, along with Ice Chain, because it just once again allows you to swarm the field with more Ice Bears and just gain more advantage and stuff. So all these cards together I think are pretty good. Also, in the description down below, if you guys want to print out these cards for yourself and try them out in your decks, obviously these cards aren't real, but if you want to print them out and try them out, build your own Ice Bear deck just to see how strong they would actually be, they're in the description below. Just print them out, and also comment and let me know, did you guys try these cards out and were they strong? Because I would really love to know how it is competitively as well, because like I said, I made these cards specifically for anime purposes, just for fun, but I also created them in the sense of trying to make them strong and playable and good, not necessarily broken, but strong enough. So let me know if you guys end up testing it out, if these cards actually ended up being very strong or not. But anyway guys, that's the first wave of support for the Ice Bearer cards. I will have more waves. I have created many anime cards for the Ice Bearers over the years, so there's much more cards to come soon. I just need to find pictures for them and whatnot, and you know, figure out what I'm gonna do with that and update some effects. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. God bless you guys. See you guys in the next video. Gotcha.